What's happening? I'm Sunshine, and here's a few more reasons why I ain't shit. So, during the second semester of both ninth and 10th grade, I started skipping class. And I happened to be forging Mama's name to get back into class excused. Now, it wasn't the school who caught me and turned me into my parents that 10th grade year. It was my daddy who caught me and turned me into the school. As a matter of fact, I remember we went to see the truant officer. In school suspension. Can't remember how long. You know how I got caught? Leaving the practice notes for the forgery in my own trash in my bedroom. Y'all know I ain't shit. Now, the summer in between those 2 years, I started sneaking out, going to see this boyfriend that I wasn't even supposed to have, which is why y'all know I snuck out, right? That caught me the diversion program and runaway charges. I was required to write an apology note to the judge and my parents. With no remorse, I wrote exactly what I knew they wanted to hear, even though I ain't mean a word I said. Y'all know I ain't shit for that either, right? I will say, I never pulled that stunt again. Now, at 16, I started my third job, Arby's. From jalapeno poppers to mozzarella sticks, beef and cheddars, ooh, and unlimited soda. And now y'all know when the Market Fresh sandwiches came out, my taste buds were overjoyed. Had no idea that the payout was 150 pounds over the course of 2 years. Y'all know, I for real ain't shit for not knowing the consequences of that kind of food. Now, the 150 pounds ain't all I gained. By May of 1999, I also gained a vocational school certificate of completion in computer networking, a high school diploma, and I also had my first apartment. But I ain't shit because at the end of that course, I still didn't know shit about computer networking any more than I did when I started. And as far as that apartment and job goes, it didn't take long till I blew that out the water for the first time. I let some dude that I knew from high school move in. Believed his sad story. And quite frankly, ladies, let me just tell you that when I let the dick lie to me and tell me I was in love, y'all know I ain't shit for that. Wasn't long before I found out I was pregnant for the first time. And quite frankly, my thought that was the most important to me was by the time I was 36, I'd be free, as if a baby was some sort of prison sentence. And you know what? Since the doctor refused to tie my tubes, I settled for the Depo-Provera shot, thinking that science could, you know, deal with these baby-making hips. Science did not outsmart the Most High, y'all, because baby number 2 was well on his way. Her way, my fault. Over the course of 7 years, I gotta tell you, I was in and out of Arby's. My boss rehired me numerous times, allowing myself to be swayed to do things like move to North Carolina with no plan, no job waiting, nothing. That's why I ain't shit, y'all, because I was academically intelligent. Let me go back and let you know that even as far back as middle school, I had an A/B honor roll status. Academic intelligence meant nothing without emotional intelligence. I didn't apply myself and yet still had good grades. I didn't try, I didn't do my homework. I skimmed, I did not read. Because emotionally, I didn't want to. I just didn't want to. By the time I was an adult, opportunities for management at Arby's, I kept blowing it right out the water because I couldn't get my emotions intact. I let issues with the guy I was with, the father of my ultimately 3 children by the end of it all, but at the time 2 children, distract me, upset me, cause me to blow his phone up, not care about going to work, chase him when I had 2 kids to take care of. Now, I wasn't always on that track, but I went back and forth and back and forth. I'd be responsible and then I wasn't, responsible and then I wasn't. I just couldn't maintain. I even went as far as tracking down girls that he was seeing when he wasn't with me, leaving notes on their door. I guess I could have been bashing windows and slashing tires. I never did take it quite that far. In the end, I guess my point is this. I ain't shit because I'm now 38 and I'm just now growing up to the point where I can manage my emotions on a level that I can allow my academic intelligence to flourish. Just now able to make a plan for the goals that I've set for myself, which I was completely incapable of doing, as long as my emotions ran me. I share this with you because I know some of y'all think the same things I used to think. I used to think that I was fat and it was my family's fault. I didn't see that it was my fault that I ate myself into oblivion. I used to think that it was the doctor's fault because he wouldn't tie my tubes to prevent pregnancies, that I kept popping out kids to where I had 4 instead of seeing them as a blessing. I saw them as a curse. Instead of pulling myself together and utilizing some means to figure out how to manage how I felt in a better way, I allowed myself to believe that the things that were happening to me was everyone else's fault and never mine, and that how I felt was how I felt and I couldn't control that nor how I reacted to it. For that, y'all, I ain't shit. Because I was wrong. And I know that I was wrong because today I'm completely different. But that didn't happen overnight. But stay tuned. Like my video. Comment your thoughts below. Subscribe so you get notified for the next video. And share with your friends so they can hear all about how sunshine really just ain't shit. Love y'all.